What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Mike Watson. I am your host here at Chat and Draw. I am also the publisher of Freestyle Comics, and I also co-host the Ages of Nerdy. You may know me by my other name and moniker, Most Epic, the most enthusiastic person in comics. And we're here for episode technically 187, I do believe, of Chat and Draw. And this one's a fan episode. So we'll be hanging out with Andrew and talking about this and that as I'm getting myself situated. So I have a new setup that I've been working on it all week, and this will be the first time that I have used it. So things aren't in the places that they normally are, and okay, that shows up right there. Yeah, so things aren't in the places that they normally are, and I'm just trying to figure out this new layout, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. No, stop asking you. All right, but we're here. We're live. We're kicking it. Episode 187 of a show called Chat and Draw that was started during this whole COVID pandemic, and it's found a lot of life. It's got some stretches, some legs on it. So on this show, I normally hang out with artists and creators or fans, and we chat while I draw, drawing something of them, of their characters, or whatnot. This is one of two with Andrew. I've got a few commissions that he has. He's a very rapid and a big supporter of everything we do at FSK. And he's been very patient as everything got pushed back and delayed. Because I was sick a while ago and in the hospital, and that just backed everything up. And I'm just now finally getting caught up, and excited that I am getting caught up, so we can get these things done and get them out to the people that need them, or want them rather. J-Man, what's up? J-Man's here. Yes, you are, J-Man. Episode 187. And Guida, what up? What up? What up? How you doing? So glad to have you guys here. Right now, we are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, the Chat and Draw page, the Freestyle page. Yeah. So we out here, and we on the TikTok. Bam. It's a lot of streaming, baby. That's a lot of streaming. Once I got everything set up in my studio, right? My wife came in and she was like, "Who are you, Tony Stark now?" Yes. That's what I am. Get with it. All that goodness. But let's get into this, because also today, if you did not know, we had our Kickstarter closing out, and it's closing out in a little over 2 hours, under 2 hours. FSKGo.com. Kevin Terry is 5-star, written and created by the infamous Tony Clapper, illustrated, put together, drawn, everything by the fastest pen in the West, Fish Lee. We'll be closing out with a countdown party at 8:30 after we get off the show here, or whatnot. It's going to be good. Get your pledges in. We're trying to get that bad boy to 5K. We have a $5,500 stretch goal. That'd be great if we hit that stretch goal before the end of this campaign, which is a little under 2 hours. Go hit that link, check it out, share it if you already pledged. And if you have pledged and you have shared it, thank you for your support. Can we ask for more? Can we get it? Can we do it? All right. Awesome. Well, let's get this rickety show on the way. Yeah, I'm still feeling myself out here. Trust me, I like the setup. I like it. It's gonna take a second to get used to. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Here comes a new challenger.
Chill. I think it's time for me to save the day.
What's up, Drew? He's in fighting
What's
form.
happening, bro?
Good to have you on the show.
Let's do this. No problem, man.
Sorry, just trying to make sure everybody on TikTok can see you as well. I see we rocking our FSK hats tonight.
Yeah, bro. I'm watching you on TikTok right now, bro.
Awesome. Hey, Andrew, the character I'm John. This is a guy or girl?
It's a girl, man. A girl.
Okay, that's what I
Well,
thought.
so
Someone
they're actually
mixed up.
non-binary, but
Okay.
they can go between a male and a female form. So, but the portion I'm bringing to you today is a female. They're played by Sophia Carson in their female form. This is a character that me and some friends came up with for a D&D, and and we basically created everything all in the in our own little Power Rangers universe. They have powers to where their fingernails can grow into like metal sword type weapons. They have electrokinesis. They can go in between a male and a female form instantly by will with the help of magic.
Okay. All right.
Then,
Go
then
ahead.
they have a magic binder type thing. It's just an awesome character.
And this is continuing your Power Ranger universe.
Yeah,
This is part of your D&D, right?
yeah, man. It's part of one of my own D&Ds I'm in.
So how did you get into that, Andrew?
I've been into D&D for a while, man. It started about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 4, or maybe about 4. But I've always been into Power Rangers and role playing games, and role playing in general. And I found this Facebook group called Power Rangers Hyperforce Fan Group, and there were so many different RPGs that were a part of it. Hyperforce was a Power Rangers RPG that was started by Hyper RPG, and so of course they had to add an RPG type thing with the dice and all that into the fan group, and I got started there making my own D&Ds, and then through that I made friends in the role playing world, lost friends in the role playing world, got back to where I am now, playing with some friends, playing with some old friends. Just, you make new friends in the role playing world, and that's one of the things I love the most about the role playing world in general. Is that there's always room to make new friends. There's always room to make new characters. There's always room to make some crit fails, some nat 20s. J-Man, I'd have to say that my favorite Power Rangers video game is there's a game called Power Rangers. It's not I think it might be Battle for the Grid. Yeah, it's Battle for the Grid. Battle for the Grid is like a Street Fighter-esque version, and in that game they actually have 2 Street Fighter characters as Power Rangers. It's like a Street Fighter-esque game.
Chun-Li and Ryu.
Huh?
Chun-Li and Ryu, right?
Yeah, man. Chun-Li and Ryu. That's one of the things I like the most. I've played as those characters before. They actually try to incorporate those characters into the game with their fight moves and all that.
All right. So talk to me about Barry, this character Barry. Oh, I think you are frozen up. Well, so Andrew has me drawn this character. He gave me a nice little reference sheet of the character, looks and things like that. I think he is.
What were you saying, Mike?
I'm saying, tell us about the character Barry.
Um, so Barry is the son. Well, is the son slash daughter of Nadira Wells. She is Nadira.
Sound is
Yeah.
going out, Drew.
But they are the son. They is the child of Daniel Wells.
No. Oh, we lost Andrew. I just looked up and saw he wasn't talking anymore. Up here you go. Looks like his signal is getting better. Hey, Drew. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is that any better?
A little bit better. A little bit better. So, this, before you go on with Barry,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Does Barry have long hair?
You're loud. There.
What is happening?
Yes, they have long hair about down past a bit down past their midsection.
Mm-hmm.
J-Man said, I have to admit, I like Tommy Green slash White Ranger, but I also like Jason the Red Ranger because my name is Jason. But where was I? Oh yeah. They're well versed in ninja arts, and because of it, the the organization known as Project kind of gave them their own little telekinesis powers. What's the name?
DJ Quick.
So they're called Project. PROECT. All capital letters. Their job right now, seemingly, is to create evil rangers and take over the world, but no one really knows what their end goal is. Everybody thinks that they want to use these evil rangers that they call the psychos
Mm-hmm.
take over the world. And because of it, they've kind of some questionable things like to fight in the underground fight club type to make them stronger. The way that they became the Rangers series is Operator Blue, say Blue, they all the parts had a fight in this arena, and very the only people who did not have to fight in one of these arenas to become a ranger. They are
we're getting like your audio's going in and out.
Genetically enhanced. Genetically enhanced and created in a test tube. So they were actually created in a test tube and genetically enhanced with the powers of electrokinesis. Then later on, they got of ice powers. They kind of lost them because power was taken from a Blue Ranger before their time, and it
Andrew froze up. It's showing that his signal isn't very strong right now. But I'm a fan of the Power Rangers. Yeah, I know. I have to admit, I didn't like the Power Rangers at first because when I first watched it, I remember when it premiered. I first watched it and I was like, "This is Voltron." I've already seen Voltron. You guys can't rip off Voltron. That's what I thought. So I never really dug the Power Rangers. I didn't grow up to appreciate it until I got older. Over not the concept of the Power Rangers right now. I'm trying to get my pencil time to recharge. Because for whatever reason, while I had it on here, it wasn't connected all the way, so it didn't charge. So it's charging right now, and I'm just trying to kill some time. But I had to go with the Ultimate Ranger. Probably going to go with the White Ranger because I like his design the best. The White Ranger design was just like the toughest for me. But I dug the Green Ranger. Nope. What you mean, nope, Guida? I dug the Green Ranger. That week of torment that the Green Ranger ran on the Power Rangers, when he whooped all their for a whole week. Dude, you do not know. You don't understand the type of tormental torture you got to put on somebody to whoop them for a whole week in their own show. Like Tommy would jump in the Megazord and kick all 5 of them out. That was crazy. So Tommy has always been a favorite for me because of the disrespectful nature of Tommy. And you froze up, Andrew, so I was just talking about what my favorite Power Ranger was.
Okay.
So go ahead and pick up where you left off.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Or is my audio still? I think I was mostly about finished with my show. Unless you want me to start over.
Go ahead. Because we didn't hear it. We didn't hear more than half of it, so. Trying to give Andrew a chance to tell the story, talk about these characters. Because what's so great about this is that these are Andrew's D&D characters.
Are we doing physical art?
Those are your sketchbook covers.
Oh, okay. So I'll start over from the beginning. Barry Wells is the son slash daughter of Wells. Nadira is a villainess.
J-Man said, damn it, I'm just going to sign me and the ladies. I'll figure out.
Nadira is a villainess from the time of 3001.
Yeah, Andrew, the sound and stuff is still going out.
Time, her father Rancic had basically
I said your sound is still going in and out, Andrew. Alright, so we lost Andrew again. So I'm going to keep going. He'll probably pop back in here in a little bit. But yeah, so now we're working on the deets of this character. But yeah, I don't know when I actually started to like the Power Rangers though. Like, I couldn't tell you when it happened. It definitely happened when I was more of an adult or whatnot. Oh, you know what? I do know. That was a lie. I do know when it happened. It was the comics. The comic books are what made me like the Power Rangers. Because the comic books are nothing like the show. And they were really good. The art was dope. And the things they were doing with the comic book was just incredible. It's like, this is what they should have been doing episodes on. Is this stuff right here. My son is sneaking in here like I don't see him. What do you need, Miles?
You see on my card?
Hmm?
You see on my card? How much do I have on my card?
I can't check right now. I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. So I got some reference for Zuko, for Barry's scar. And I forgot what this actress's name is. But this is what she looks like that I'm using, so I do have ref. There
Am I
goes
coming in better now, or?
Yeah, much better, Drew.
Okay. And we're back. So, this character that I brought on today, their name is Barry Wells. Barry Randall Wells. They're male. They are the daughter / son of Nadira Wells and Blake Bradley. They are basically a test tube baby that was so basically wasn't created the usual way, of course. So they're like a child at a time.
Mm-hmm.
They have the powers of electrokinesis, and they can make their nails grow super long at will, both fingernails and toenails. Like, kind of create this superhuman psycho type character. When they were in their evil form, because they were evil at one point. Their evil form, like their whole personality was shifted to that of Deadpool. I love that aspect of the character because I love Deadpool. Deadpool's one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. But yeah, they are also one of the Evo Rangers, EVO, Evolution Rangers. Basically, the whole point behind the series and behind them as a whole is that they were basically created to be these Psycho Rangers, to be kind of like Wolverine, to be evil, to basically work for this evil organization who's doing whatever they can to hurt the Rangers and hurt everybody else. The person who's leading up the organization, this is actually really big. The person leading up the organization is a guy that we call Dr. Zealous. And Dr. Zealous is actually Zordon.
What?
The guy in the giant tube. He's actually Zordon. After In Phase, when Andros destroyed the tube, basically all the energy from the evil people, all the evil energy had to go somewhere, and so it went into Zordon, and that's where the story starts. Basically, Zordon, aka Dr. Zealous, has been trying to, I guess, we don't know yet. The only person who knows are the GMs of the game. But their overall goal is seemingly to take out any Power Ranger with the Psycho Rangers.
Okay.
And basically, their suits are very Psycho-esque. But story-wise, they're kind of impulsive personality-wise. They're caring. They're also my first non-binary character, which I love about that character. And, but this character has been with me for about 2 to 3 years. And, basically, story-wise, in-game, we've had, them turn into a female via a wish. Well, a female, the first time they turned into a female was because of a curse placed on them by books from a kind of a wizard's lair, a library of inside a wizard's lair. they were messing around with the books, got turned into different things because of their impulsivity, until they finally settled upon a book that turned into a female. And so they were turned to a female. They were like, I kind of like this. This feels right, but I also feel okay being in a male's body. They made a wish to their genie to become both a male and a female. They can go between this form at will, which is why the one that you're drawing today is a female, but they were born male. So they're kind of non-binary, kind of gender fluid. And I don't know if this is one of your first gender fluid characters that you've drawn on the show. Is it, Mike?
Yep. What'd you say?
Oh, well that's cool. But yeah, this character is very interesting to me because it features fluid.
Because like Andrew was frozen up again. My kids swear they are sneaky. They are not. They are the loudest thing in the universe. I think I can start messing around with inks on this. Yeah, Andrew's definitely in the void, man. Only person I know that had internet as bad as him was Veronica Smith. And it's like Veronica's internet's much better now since last time. Last time we were on the show together. Power Rangers versus Godzilla. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Alright, so big breath and up the blinky and you keep on to get nothing less than the win. You flow, drop all my show, get ready to control the flow with the rap artist flow. When we put it down, lyrical sound, it's beautiful sound. I'm running my feet right onto the ground like the SFK, the freestyle king, the king brings and brings living. What's up, Drip?
What's up? Sorry about that. So are we doing traditional art today, or are we doing digital art?
This is digital. You still are getting your 2 hotshot covers. What you requested Ironsmith, I'm putting on the hotshot cover.
Okay.
Because you got 2 hotshot sketch covers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you're gonna put this one on sketch cover, or you're gonna send it to me digitally? I'm kind of confused.
No, I'm gonna send this one to you digitally. But you said you wanted her with Ironsmith. I'm gonna do that on the cover.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. But I wanted to do this digitally so I can get familiar with the character.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, anything else that you need to know about them characters? Or that you would like to know?
What's the Power Ranger color?
Oh, the Power Ranger color is actually navy. Their designation is known as the Evo Mystic Ranger. So they're basically a mixture of navy and red. Mystic because their Zord is actually a genie lamp. because you drawn the genie before for this character. The genie is a cat who's kind of like their child, and then you drew their other pseudo child. The other pseudo child is Magog. He's kind of that monkey-like creature that you drew last time.
Yeah. Okay. I said okay.
Yeah. This character got her scar basically because while they're basically being tricked into being evil, they're basically being raised up, being told that the Evo Rangers are the bad guys. Because at the time they weren't an Evo Ranger yet. They were basically there to, what's the word I'm looking for? They were basically there to cause mischief among the Evo Rangers. So basically, like their first their Green Ranger, and at the time their first Blue Ranger, because Barry was actually the second Blue Ranger after the first Blue Ranger was killed by the Green Ranger.
Okay.
The Green Ranger in our series is basically a kind of like a Tommy Oliver clone, mixed with Divatox DNA.
Alright.
And some other things. And, so, what happened with the whole Scar was that they basically kidnapped the Pink Ranger, Viper. And, basically, that they were experimenting on the Pink Ranger, trying to figure out how she worked, project was, or trying to do something with her, torture her, I believe it was. Although she's an android, so of course they were also probably trying to figure out how she works, experiment on her a little bit more. Basically, what happened was, when the Rangers came, the Red Ranger tried to save her. And Barry basically grabbed her, formed a ball of energy into their hand, a ball of lightning, and thrust it into her chest, killing her. Well, not really killing her, kind of short-circuiting her systems and putting her into a kind of limbo in a way. She wasn't dead, but she wasn't alive, so to speak. And then Barry was punched by the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger had fire powers, so he went into this kind of full-on flame rage mode, Human Torch style. Went boom right into his eye, and next thing you know, they have a Zuko-like scar on the same eye that Zuko had their scar. Well, had his scar. When we learned that Zuko scar kind of means, in a way, it means redemption, basically.
Yeah.
So like, it kind of represents redemption. So, and that's where the character is now. They're just trying to redeem themselves and help out their team the best that they can. Oh, I see you're putting them in their ninja uniform. Nice.
Yeah, I figured we switch it up for the digital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to give you a little bit of some bonuses here.
Mhm. Let me see, what else can I tell you? What else do I have in my memory bank, so to speak? Well, their stepfather is actually the Green Hyperforce Ranger, which is a D&D. Hyperforce is another D&D that was created by Hyper RPG. It was basically the first in a big craze for RPGs in the Power Rangers universe. His name is Joshi. He's played by Yoshi Sudarso.
Okay.
Who, if you're a Power Rangers fan of the newer generation, y'all might know him as the Blue Dino Charge Ranger. So if your kids have ever watched Dino Charge, there you go. He's in it. He's in the Power Rangers extended universe, the Hyper Force RPG, as well as in the comic books. But yeah. Basically, they have a little sister too. Their sister is now their age. It has been somehow aged up. We don't know how, but they're a Psycho Ranger working for Project, just like her sibling. And yeah, she was kidnapped by her grandfather, Rancic, Rancic is a villain. It is one of the big bads of Power Rangers Time Force. He basically in the world of Power Rangers Time Force. He's a mutant. Everybody, well, so Barry. Barry's a mutant. His mother's a mutant. And basically, in the year 3001, the whole story behind the mutant is that in the year 3001, whenever a child is born, they're basically created in a test tube to be the perfect child. To be everything the parents want and more. And basically, I guess what happened with all the mutants is that because they did this, the bad stuff had to go somewhere. Everything that the parents wouldn't want in their child basically became the mutants. They're basically the undesirables of that society. They're hated on, spit upon, everything. And they've actually gone to the future once, well, a few times. And the first time they were kind of hated because they were a mutant. And that was one of the most interesting things for me, was also get to play a character who is hated upon by society. It made me look at life in a whole new perspective.
You did it.
It was so interesting to me.
I said, did it now.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I was just saying it made you look at life differently. I was saying how.
Yeah, made me look at life differently. It made me look at life in a whole new perspective on society and how people are hated upon by society, which is so sad to me that people would be hated upon by their own peers and such. But yeah, D&D is just a big way for me to have an outlet, to be able, it's basically my own creative outlet. And I love playing Dungeons and Dragons, playing RPGs with the Power Rangers universe. And that's kind of how I got here to making this character.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, have you seen that Moon Knight trailer?
Yes, that Moon Knight trailer looks really good.
I know you look forward to March, man.
I am. I very much so am. But is that it? Is that like we have to wait till March till we get something new from Marvel?
I honestly have no idea. Let me look. MCU reschedule. I want to say that we have She-Hulk at some point.
Yeah, we got Miss Marvel, we got She-Hulk. And Doctor Strange and
Moon Knight is the first series of 2022.
Dang. They're making me wait. Dang.
So we gotta wait till March to get some new MCU content, man. Miss Marvel comes summer of 2022. I don't know about She-Hulk when it comes out. And then after Moon Knight, we got Doctor Strange. We got the new Doctor Strange. Then we got Thor: Love and Thunder in July. What? Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, November 11th. She-Hulk is sometime in 2022. Miss Marvel, summer 2022. Then we got, of course, at the end of this year, we got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Alright, cool. So a lot of content coming out.
Tony Clapper. This character is one of my original characters. They're a Power Ranger. They're basically a ranger out of time. They are the son/daughter. They're not binary, Tony. They are the son/daughter of Nadira Wells and Blake Bradley. Nadira is a villain from the world of Power Rangers Time Force and set in the year 3001. And Blake Bradley is the Navy's Thunderstorm Ranger. So that kind of ties into how Barry is the Mystic Evo Navy Ranger. A mixture of Navy and red. Kind of like Crimson mixed with Navy. So Tony's just a character from Power Rangers DVD side that me and some friends play.
Do this here. Go. Trying to bring her to life here. Like us, it's coming out so far.
Yeah, I like how it's coming out, man. It's like my first time getting to see this character on page. Like, I've never, one of my friends in the game, he actually has been wanting to do a whole group shot of all the Rangers in their unmorphed form. Basically in civilian clothes. So basically, I sent him one of the same documents I sent you, but I edited yours to include all the reference pictures and also to include a lot more word reference to the character. They have they have black hair with a pink streak somewhere in their hair. I'd say the pink streak is like kind of at the front of their hair, and when they have long hair, when they grow their hair out, they keep their hair long on purpose. Because that's just how they like their hair, even in their male and their female one. Yeah, man, that looks real good. But yeah, the pink streak is. Oh wait, I realized they have silver hair with a pink streak. My bad. Because the GM wanted to make it to where they had silver hair and silver fingernails and silver toenails to go along with their new power of being able to grow fingernails and toenails at will, and also to make it to where they're not because a lot of the Rangers in our game have either black hair or brown hair. Mm-hmm. And I guess the GM wanted to have a little bit of something extra with some of the characters that kind of set them all apart, instead of having every character have the same color hair. He just wanted to make them stand out.
Yeah, I understand that. When I was drawing when I drew the new cover, the FSK Collector's cover, I was looking at the hair I had on some of the women there, and I was like, a lot of their hair is the same. I really need to switch this up and like give their hair some real identity. So Titan has her natural curls out on hers. Ad-Lib has a shorter bob haircut. Vigilance's hair is still straight. I think we'll do something with that later or whatnot. But, really looking at the characters and seeing what type of hairstyles we can add to them. Because that hair really does add a lot of personality to these characters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hair, in my opinion, adds personality so much. It tells you a lot about the character as a whole that you really need to know as a fan, as a writer, as a role player, as whatever you are to the project that they are working on.
What's up to those of you watching this on TikTok? This is the first time that I've done the Chat and Draw show on TikTok. I'm sorry that the image was cropped out. I forgot that I was recording on the phone and I can actually throw the whole thing on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm digging how she's coming out myself here.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I mean, I'm loving how their ninja uniform just looks. It looks so amazing in just art in general. I guess it looks so much better for the character in this digital art format. I mean, I gotta admit, I was kind of wary about putting in the ninja uniform because I just got it in game. But I was like, you know what? I'll throw in the ninja uniform just so he can have a bit of wardrobe to choose from in case he wants to tinker around the character before the show.
Yeah. Which I appreciate because when I do your sketch covers, it's gonna be it'll be easier to jump into her because I drew this first to like play around and get used to some things.
Yeah. I mean, it's always fun to play around a little bit with the character, so you can just feel for how the character moves, how they act. And the reason I wanted to have them with Ironsmith is because Iron Smith is the first lesbian leader of the Heroes International team, right, Mike?
Yes, she is.
And I wanted to have her on the cover with Barry because Barry is my first non-binary character. They are the first non-binary character in the world of Power Rangers. So I just thought it would be kind of poetic to have a big pride moment on a sketch cover for FSK.
Yeah, I like that. That's smart because I didn't know about her gender or anything like that till I pulled it open and looked at it today. So I didn't even think about those two things being together. Andrew's a big fan. Andrew's like, I could say a big fan, but I don't think that's justifiable enough because like he knows a lot about the indie books he reads, and so when he asks for his commissions, I always got to find out like, well, what's the story behind this commission? Why do you want this particular commission? And there you go. It's always something because he's read the content of the books, so that's why I like doing the commissions for him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I always love reading them content and learning more about the content and the character in the book before I ask for a commission. So that if I want to, I can have the characters the characters from FSK in said commission.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I did with the Spider Squirrel cover.
Yeah. And I got that in your box. As I've been getting your art done, I've just been putting it in the box so I can just ship all that stuff at one time. And you got so much stuff off the Hot Shot Kickstarter. I had to send it in 2 packages. I sent them one initial package, and I have the other one here because he's got a lot of art that I have to do for him. And I got a tube. I have a tube. I'm going to be sending you some original Hot Shot pages in the tube.
You have a what?
I said I got a mailing tube, a round cylinder. So I'm going to put some original.
Oh, nice, man.
Awesome. Well, here's a digital piece, Andrew. This will be part of your collection of stuff that you got. And then we got you on again next week. So I'll have your covers and done by then, too. And then I can ship out your package to you finally or whatnot. But this is a fun character.
Yep.
I enjoy drawing her in street clothes with Iron Smith chilling.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
do you want so are you gonna so for next week's show, are you going to do a different sketch cover? Because I have a character in mind for that one, and I actually have the picture of the character already gotten.
Yeah,
for
that's perfect to do that.
Yeah, so I'll just send that to you sometime this week.
Yes, sir. That works. All right. Well, so you send that to me this week, and then we'll get that prepped and ready for next week's episode for you. And then I'll also be doing your sketch covers, your traditional sketch covers on the weekend. I wanted to do them digital because of my new setup. My new setup is not going to work. So
your new setup's not going to work with traditional art.
Yeah, I still have to figure out how to get that in there, and I didn't think about it with enough time for tonight. But either way it goes, you get some bonus digital art.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for tuning into the show. We got about 26 minutes, and I'll be back on here with Fisher Lee, Tonte Clapper, and Daniel Cooper as we count down the last half an hour of Kevin Terry is 5-star, which we are funded. We're trying to get to that $5,500 stretch goal so you can get that new pinup that we just have there as well. But come on back, hang out with us. We're going to be chilling, talking FSK, talking 5-star, our next comic. We're getting ready and prepped for the anniversary issue of Freestyle Comics with Vigilance number 4. I got some stuff. To show y'all. So, you know, some swag, some things we're getting ready for that Kickstarter, so you can be ready as well. But I want to thank Andrew for hanging out with us tonight. And as always, thank you for your constant support. Dang, he's got on his chat and draw shirt too.
Yeah, you know it, bro. I got my chat and draw shirt. Had to find that because for some reason it had a hole in it underneath my arm, though. So I haven't been able to wear it to work. But so I wear it as like a pajama shirt.
Yeah, sometimes my Void shirt has a couple holes in it now, as well. I just wear it. I wear it so much, but thanks for hanging out, man. I will see you next week. Send me the reference art when you get ready. I'll see the rest of you guys in about 20 some odd minutes, and that's the end of this episode. Check ya later.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr.